know that. So welcome to Friday. Again, we're on location. Jason and I are learning this week and this weekend. We're part of a business community, which we get together 4 times a year, and it just happens to be this weekend. So the full version of Wealth, Wine and Wisdom will not be with you tonight. However, we would love to take the opportunity to get all of those questions out. So please, if you're watching this and when you're watching this, please note all of your questions down. What we found was incredible the last time that we weren't able to hang out together while Jason was out climbing was we found it incredible to be able to get all the questions from all of you so that we can start to put them all together. So let us know that you're there. Hey guys, I can see that there's a few of you sort of coming on board now. As I said, just if you picked up the beginning of it, Jason and I are at the moment, we're in a conference with about 400 or 500 business owners from around Australia, talking all things wealth, business structure, marketing, the full box and dice. So this is our learning time, and we dedicate in multiple different areas. Actually, Jason and I love to learn and spend as much time as we possibly can doing so we can share it with all of you. So we're on location, but what we would love, like what happened when Jason was climbing last, is if you can populate the chat. So put in there whatever it is that you're wondering about, whatever it is that you want to know about, whatever questions that are on the tip of your tongue. Probably, will we actually get enough time to do the pre-end of year? Yes, so we'll even be able to take into consideration pre-end of financial year stuff. So we'll be on the 25th, will be the last one for this financial year. So it might be some last minute stuff. You'll have literally 2 days to get things organized before the end of the financial year. But whatever it is, please whack it in the chat, right? Because and sometimes it's a little bit intimidating when it's live, but you can do this throughout the thread. You can direct message us. So just put www #Q. So Wealth, Wine and Wisdom #Q, which for question, and put that down there. And then we will address you directly next week and answer as many of your questions as we possibly can. Fortunately, we can't both be here with you tonight. Wonderful. I appreciate you guys getting involved already. This is great. We won't go into it straight away. But risk minimization, life insurance, do you have it? If so, how do you seek for good advice? Actually, that's a cracker question. You know, we might even open up a whole different series in and around that. Can't see who you are, but appreciate that. We'll find you on the channels though, because we'll be able to look back through our Facebook feeds, our YouTube feeds, all the feeds that we come to you on Wealth, Wine and Wisdom. And we'll be able to answer those questions and answer you directly. So appreciate that out in Facebook world. So, hey, everybody, let us know if you're here. Just recapping, Jason and I are out learning in a business community this weekend. Well, for the last 3 days we've been here. We will be here for another 2 days. We do it with this group, K2 Elite, which is an incredible group of business owners from around Australia. And we learn about all things business, all things finance, all things legal, so that we can come and share it with you guys. Hey, Alison, as always, I'm wondering why I can't see that it is that is you there, but technology is always changing on us. That's a given. So we do this 4 times a year where we're away, so we can't both be with you tonight, and I'll only be with you for a little bit longer. But please send through your questions. We thrive on it because that lets us know where we need to be focused, because ultimately the reason why we designed Wealth, Wine and Wisdom was firstly so that Jason and I could debrief about all the things that we're learning about, but ultimately we want to make sure that it's practically applicable for all of you out there. So the more that you can give us as far as what's in your mind, what you want to know, the more targeted we can be. And I get it. There's a whole universe of stuff out there that you don't know, and that's to a degree why you tune in. That's cool. We're always scraping and looking, like we are this weekend, learning and finding out things, new things to bring to you, valid things that'll work in your lives and help you progress forward. But it also helps if we know what's on your mind as well. And we meet with many of you throughout the week. Like Michelle said, yes, there are so many questions. So pepper them through, because look, I'd love to get to the stage where we've got so many questions, we've almost got a waiting list of them, and we'll start ticking them off. But right now, we don't have that big waiting list. So let us know what your questions are. I promise you, we will get to all of them. And so please send them through in the chat. www hashtag Q for question, or shit, actually, it should have been hashtag www Q for hashtag wealth, wine, and wisdom, Q for question. So if you're still listening at the beginning, let's just adjust that, but we'll keep that as a theme going forward. So hashtag WWWQ and whatever your question is, and we will address that and you directly next week. And if there's too many, that's great. We'll make sure that we let you know when we're going to cover those, because these will give us ideas, tips, and themes that we can come back, and we can also get our teams and the people that we associate with and that we get our knowledge from. We can start to ask them questions in and around what it is, because we may not know the answer. We might need to go and research. There's been a few over time where we have had to, and we'll find the right experts so that we can bring our experts to you. So look, I won't take up any more of your Friday. I'd love to be having a glass of wine with you. We will be in our conference. We will be thinking of you. We will be learning and looking forward to all of your questions. Please send them through to us, because your questions will give us greater ability to be able to help you. And then my promise and Jason's promise is to continue to learn on our side of the equation, to bring what's new, what's relevant, what's effective, and what's interesting to you every single week. Was this? Do you call yourself Jason Talk? do you or Jason Talk to New? Oh, I thought you were taking the piss out of the fact that my name is actually Jason in here. I'm sorry, Brendan. I was at the dyslexic mind reading it backwards in some ways. So thank you so much, Dave, for bringing it through. Please, if you've got friends, if you've got family who have questions like this, please send them to our pages so that they can drop questions as well. I know that we've got a great viewer base, and we're multi-channel, like we're all over the place. So wherever you need us, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever, please send your friends through so that we can answer their questions as well. But for tonight, it's usually good night from me, and it's good night from him, or rather him over here. Please send your questions through. We'd love to get to know them. We will see you next week on the 25th of June, which is the last Friday of the financial year. So last few tips before I crack off for the evening is make sure that you're lined up for the end of the financial year. Whether you're a business owner, whether you're a PAYG employee, you should know where you sit right now so that you can make decisions regarding super contributions, regarding prepayment of interest. Some of those ships may have sailed, but they may not have. So please know where you're at, because understanding where you are on the map gives you a greater ability to navigate where you want to go into the future. You've got to geolocate your finances. So do love the background. I'd love to say that it is the real background, but those of you who know also know that I'm still pretty much locked down, but they are all in a place where palm trees are swinging. So I thought I would sit here. I am in the office, but I do have to jump into a live with the rest of the gang and continue learning to bring more to you guys. So thank you, wonderful people. It's always great to connect with you. I will look forward to being back here with Jason next Friday, same bat time, same bat channel. But for now, it's good night from me. It's good night from him. It's good day, good night, good tomorrow. Leave your questions in here, even if you're watching this back later on in time, so that we can address them. I promise you, we will get to all of them. So have a wonderful weekend. All your questions out into the group. We'll look forward to seeing you. Thanks all. Have a wonderful weekend. Love to you and your families.